All right, let's get to the readings, man. People always don't.
Actually, before we do that,
yeah. No. Let's do the readings first, then we'll get there.
Okay. I want to give Tony a reading.
Yeah. No doubt.
He's like, what the fuck is that shit?
No,
Santeria?
we'll get this. Okay, someone read them off.
Cool. We got Pajero. Dear Gary, recently moved to New York. 3 things. What's the best city for me to get that bag? And if I should, still with my wife, I think her birthday is 12/14/1987. My birthday is 6/18/1985.
All right, your wife's born on the 14th. Obviously, we know why you picked her, because she is a very good-looking woman. Anyone born on the 5th, 14th, 23rd is going to be attractive. And what I tell you about those 9s, Dom? Every single time I tell you about this 9s. Look at his birthday. He's born on the 18th. See how he always follows the looks? Yeah. Every single time it's there. So you're basically asking whether you should still be with your wife. Let's see. You're in the 11 life path. You're an emotional, charismatic guy, but you're
live?
Yeah.
Live?
Hell yeah, we're live.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah. When it comes down to it, when it comes down to it, you have that charisma level. When it comes down to it, you're gonna travel quite a bit in the life. You have a high sex drive. Your wife is not gonna be there emotionally for you, my man. Sorry, it's just not gonna happen. She's a cat. Cats are selfish, man. They think about themselves. She don't want to hear about your problems, bro. Go out there and make your bag and make her life easier, and everything will work out. That's how it's supposed to be. Quite frankly, I don't have any issues with that. You married her. You know what you got yourself into. The good news for you is she's always going to look young. So, a lot of guys marry people when they're looking good when they're younger, and then all of a sudden, about 10, 20 years, they want to leave you for a younger model. You're not going to have that issue. She's a Sag, she got good thighs and stuff like that. Shout out to my wife who's a Sag too. Let's see, anything else he asked for?
He paid $99 for that?
Yeah.
I need to get it in this game.
We're about to get to you. Don't worry about it.
We got you, brother.
We're about to figure out what I do. Anyways, this year is the year of the snake. You're born 1985. You're the ox. Go hard. Your enemy year is coming in 2027. That's when you lay low. Her enemy year hit her in 2017. Next year's 2029. So those are the years you got to lay low and stuff like that. Quite frankly, if you're asking me if this is a good pairing, I probably give it about a 6 out of 10. I don't care how much money you give me. I ain't gonna lie to you. Next.
Also, Gary's a master at what he does.
So that guy just paid $100 for that.
Yeah, it's a reading, bro.
People pay $1,000 to talk to me for 45 minutes, bro.
Yep.
Real shit, bro. The best in the game.
Do I owe you money right now?
No, we're good.
Not yet.
We're good. We'll get there.
AD, May 12th, 2004. I was born with inability to speak, and I had to feed into negative entities just to get a single word out of my mouth. I stopped doing it in 2024. I want to learn to speak from a real place. If I ever overcome this, you will be one of the reasons why. So May 12th, 2004.
Well, here's the thing. You're born on the 12th. 1 and 2 is 3. 3 is the number of communication. Communication starts with C. C is the third letter. So when it comes down to it, you have to talk. If you have some kind of a speech impediment or something like that, I encourage you to go hard, because guess what? I had a speech impediment. I'll tell you guys a story. When I was younger, I couldn't say R, and my R's were like L. And,
you could have never been Latino.
And my okay, I said. But when it comes down to it, my name is Gary. Obviously, there's a R in there.
Yeah.
So I used to pronounce my name Gowie. And people, you know how the kids used to go at me, bro.
Yeah.
They used to go at me hard. So all that talking shit to me made me work harder and harder. And now I'm probably one of the best talkers on the internet when it comes down to it. I've been, got 9 billion views, and I only did it in 2 years. So when it comes down to it, you have to understand that I own my field, because I not only am the best one in my field, but I outworked everybody. A lot of people want to say if they work hard, give all credit to Allah or God and stuff like that. Listen, if you were a bum, you didn't do anything, you could have prayed all day, nothing would have happened. You have to give yourself credit. You have to motivate yourself. So yes, the prime creator is here, but if you don't put in the effort, nothing's coming your way.
Facts.
Keep talking. Go in the rooms and specifically argue with people. Go into rooms and specifically argue. That's my advice for you, and that's my advice for anyone who's born on the 3rd, 12th, 21st, or 30th who has issues like this. Go in there and yell, scream, do whatever you need to, but keep doing it consistently, and then that speech dependency will go away like a virginity in the night, bro.
Good shit. Mario again. Hey, bro, I just moved to Seattle. Yes, it is cold and liberal. Go figure.
What are you doing there then?
Yeah.
What are you living around these liberal schmucks?
Facts. Date of birth is 7/23/1989. What do you guys think? By the way, Gary, I purchased a personal reading from you, and I haven't received anything. It's been a month. Still says pending. Noble,
take care of this.
Yeah.
Take care of this one. My assistant will be on it. Anyways, let's go down to you. You're a snake in the snake city, so I mean, I get why you're there energetically, but quite frankly, Texas was founded 1845. Florida was founded 1845. These are snake states. You belong there. I understand it's a city, but this is where you thrive. No one knew who the hell I was before I moved here in 2023. And now they do because I'm a snake in the snake state. This is how this stuff works. You need to follow your energy. So I would encourage you to go to Missouri, to go to Vegas, a snake city. Obviously, you have some of that over there with Washington. But since you're already telling me the first thing, you have a whole bunch of liberals, you're probably not happy there.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. You got to be happy in life. There's no point in making a whole bunch of money and not being happy. What's the point? It is what it is. You, my friend, are born on the 23rd, so you have to travel. You can't be in one place for too long. You have to keep moving. Everyone born on the 23rd, 2 and 3 is 5. You're basically like water. If water is stuck in one place for too long, it starts getting stale and mosquitoes form. Dom over here, man. You're born on the 23rd. You got to move.
I move every 3 years.
When you were in Tennessee, when I was telling your ass to come down here, weren't you kind of feeling it's time to go anyway?
Yeah. I was already past that 3rd year. Tennessee, I actually put 4 years in Tennessee. First time I stayed and then past 3 years.
And look what happened. He came here, got remonetized, went to the White House, and
You went to the White House?
Yeah, White House. I'm doing work with the Trumps now, like for the family.
Damn, bro, you're him.
facts, bro. Facts.
All of us.
All of them are him in a way, bro.
Super humble guy.
And when it comes down to it, people born on the 23rd have that peace. They have that peace. I was just bringing this up the other day. I Show Speed, by far the biggest creator of all of us.
Yep.
Okay, I Show Speed is born on the 21st, and he started blowing up in 2021. Wow. Again, he's born on the 21st, and he starts blowing up in 2021. Dom over here, born on the 23rd, he started blowing up in 2023. Yep. I mean, I just saw this one on Twitter. Shout out GG33. Jaylen Brown, born on the 24th, won the MVP of the NBA Finals in 2024. Yo. So again, this is how this shit works. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? This is the real deal. For you, my friend, you always got to be that guy. As a 3 life path, you always got to be that guy. You always got to be the guy in the middle. You always got to be the networker. That's what you do in life. And my assistant will get to you. Nobel, make sure you get to him. Who's next?
We got Agnes. Help me. Husband is 07/17/1974. And 10/13/1980. Married.
What do you want me to help you with? You married your enemy sign.
Oh shit!
What do you want? What do you want me to help you? Okay, you married your enemy sign. Yes, so again, your husband's born in the tiger year. You're born in the monkey year. Yeah. I mean, this is what happened to Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen's a snake. He married Denise Richards, a pig, and that didn't work out too well. So I don't know what you want me to tell you. That I can tell you why you did it. He's obviously got a bag. He's born on the 17th. So people born on the 8th, 17th, 26th, 28th, they got that money. So obviously understand why. When it comes down to you, you're a 5 life path. Again, you see how the rich man is always with the people born on the 5th? Because the 5 is the one with the looks. How are you a 5? You're born 10/13/1980. That's going to add up to 23. 2 and 3 is 5. So when it comes down to it, you're an attractive woman who decided to get taken care of in life. It is what it is.
Also, just to give you a comparison, imagine a Crip marrying a Blood.
Yeah, something like that.
Shit won't work.
It ain't it's always hostile in your house.
Facts.
So again, you had a strong attraction. Enemy signs always attract people, but it was basically lust. Obviously, it was for your husband's part. Yeah, but now that you're in there, I don't know. Do you have kids? If you have kids, then you have one set of options. If you don't have kids, you have a different set of options. So it is what it is. You can write below if you have kids or not and what their birthday is.
Or come to Miami for the weekend and cheat.
That's on him.
That was free advice.
80 had to also mention here,
No. What the hell is eight? No. We don't do things for $30. No. I'm not a cheap fucking whore. Okay, we don't do shit for $30. You can go to John Zerka with that bullshit. Okay,
I'll give you
you
a
can go to Zerka with that bullshit.
I'll give you
Me,
advice
it's
for 30.
98 or above. All right.
Okay.
All right, it is what it is.
Guys, for
Now
Gary's
it's-
$100 and up. Also, guys, like the video if you don't mind on my channel and Gary's channel as well.
I know,
And
we're literally tap dancing for these
No, we
people.
are.
They can't even
Yeah.
like a video,
and
man.
super chat on a
I'm
fresh
trying to
start.tv.
get red, son.
Okay, so
I already
Tonio,
picked up on some stuff already.
Tonio,
Okay.
it's your time, brother.
What's your birthday, my friend?
Here we go.
Hold on, let me get some camera, nigga.
Yeah, let's see what time.
Yo,
Taped
this is
already, bro.
crazy, bro.
What time is it?
All right. My birthday, February 17, 87. Talk to me.
Jordan.
Got
Jordan's
an eight.
birthday, yeah.
Jordan.
But that's
What year
easy.
you say? 87?
Yeah.
Nobel, can you check if that's a cat or a tiger?
I would think tiger.
All right, so it probably is a tiger, but I want to make sure before I start. Blah blah blah
Yeah,
blah.
yeah.
Anyways, when it comes down to you, my friend, you're born in the 17th. Your money's always up and down.
When did I blow up?
Hold on, we'll get there. What's that? He's a cat. Okay, thank you, man. See, this is why we asked, huh? Because we never know. All right. So when it comes down to it, people who are born in the 17th have that 8 energy, which means their money's up and down in life. Either they have it or they don't. They're never in the middle. If you look at the shape of the 8, it has very, very thin space between the two circles. That's basically middle class. They're not there. They either have it or they don't. So your money's been like a roller coaster your whole life. Number 2,
Whole life.
karma. You know damn well you do anything unrighteous, that boomerang coming back right away because you
Always.
experiment.
Always.
You know, that's how it is with people who have that, 8 energy. It's also about karma. People used to always talk about money, but it's also about karma. Another thing when it comes down to you, my friend, man, you're a rebel.
Yeah.
Everything that you had in life as a youngster, you try to rebel against. You rebelled against any conformity that was tried to be instilled in you early in life. As an Aquarius, he's going to like people outside of his race. So you always like women who are a little bit different flavor. That's how it is. That's how it is with Aquarius.
Got you, ass nigga.
By the way, Michael Jordan is not with a black woman.
Never.
Okay, Michael Jordan's always with different races because Aquariuses are always interested in different races. If they're a woman who is a white woman, they're going to be with a black Chinese guy and vice versa. It's always going to be like that. Aquariuses have most of their energy in their calves. That's why Michael Jordan, that's why Vince Carter had that great leaping ability, bro. Because they go, so a lot of times you can tell Aquarius just by the size of their calf muscles, it's a lot bigger than proportion to the rest of their body. It is what it is, bro.
Yo, my calf, I never got to work it out.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
He knows his shit, bro.
Now, when it comes down to you, you're a little bit different than most, man. You a psychologist, bro. You like to play mind games with people. You like to figure out how people tick. Tell me I'm fucking wrong.
Like that.
Looking at you like, what the fuck?
See, this is the thing about cats. They base everything in life about psychology. Everything is psychological. Michael Jordan, before he would play players, he fucking go up to him, yo, what's up, dude? How we doing? Give him an autograph, give him a picture. As soon as they get on the court, man, fuck you. I'm about to fucking take you to school. Yeah. He just switch up on them all the time. And they're like, what the hell's going on? That was a mind game. That's how cats operate, man. So this man right here, he bases everything on psychology, man. That's how it works for him. And it always will work for him that way. Your bad year was 217, man. Maybe some things you started making money, but you had a lot of setbacks that year too. When it comes down to it, I would say your life changed around 215, 216. That right there is when you probably started blowing up a little bit more than usual, man. When it comes down to it, my friend, you just got to watch out for the broads, man. Everything else, you're kosher.
Smooth sailing.
Was that accurate?
Of course it was. What are you even asking?
I don't know, but I want to hear it think, bro.
He's shook.
Damn.
He's shook, man. He's
real
never
shit,
been
bro.
shook like this.
Listen.
He's never been shook like this before on social media, man. So here's what it is. Last week was White Boy Rick.
Yeah.
This week it's this is what I do.
Yeah.
This is what the fuck I do.
Now you know what? Gary's here, man.
Yep.
He's on point.
Hey Gary, I'm gonna start my own podcast show. we're gonna charge $500 per question. Can I bring you? No, though. But real talk, yeah. You fucking did that. How the fuck?
I'm that guy, bro.
You were bullied when you were a kid, weren't you?
Never.
Yeah, you were.
Never.
You were bullied, bro.
I was actually the bully.
No, you weren't.
I would actually turn out my inside pocket like this
No,
and have
no.
people hold it down the hallway.
What show is that?
I'm one of those.
What show is that?
Prison Break.
Prison Break.
Yeah,
I love
Prison
that
Break.
fucking show.
That was one of the great shows. No, I was actually the bully, man, because I grew up very poor. I was around all the black kids when I was young, man. Always fucking fighting, man. Yeah. And then when my parents started making a little money, started going up in the world. I came from the hood. All of a sudden, these other white boys grew up with the silver spoon, so I started going in their pockets. So, quite frankly, I used to go down the way with no ID when I was about 17, 18 years old, buy 40 ounces of malt liquor for 98 cents, and then sell it to the rich people for 20 a kick. Ooh, but I was a capitalist even when I was young, man.
Damn.
It is what it is, man. No shame in my game.
I didn't see money until I had to make it myself. You were right. I was very rebellious. My mom passed away when I was 15. I was in foster care for 3 years, so I was just against everything.
Wow.
15. Yeah. My mom passed away at 15 too.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Numerology and astrology are the cheat codes in life. They're the prime creator's gift to the human race. And once society starts looking at this, and there's no need for this Christianity, no Islam, no Judaism.
Whoa.
No, there's no need for all that stuff, because when your priest can do what I just did, I'll start listening to him. When all your imams or all your rabbis can start taking someone they never met off the streets and read him like a book like I just did, then I'll start praying.
But
until then, ain't happening.
But it's been done already. The Bible.
There you go. Thank you.
You can open the Bible and it can read you just like I did.
Yes.
How?
Well,
the Bible talks to you.
So you're sitting here. We're having this conversation, but the Bible does talk to you. The Bible has stories, and if you go to church, there's stories that pertain to you. You'll find your story. But I have a question. You being a number guy, real quick. The pyramids and how the geographical location equals the speed of light. Can you explain that?
Yeah, Earth has certain ley lines where the energy is stronger than most. And those pyramids are...
How did they know?
Because they had a much more advanced civilization than us. That's how they knew. And when you ask how the pyramids... how the pyramids actually got built, it was with magnets. Magnets used to levitate those stones and stuff like that.
For those of you right now that's listening, so when you look for a geographical location, we use longitude and latitude, right? These are fake lines that was created in our more advanced world, decades ago. But back in the days, this was created. The pyramids in Egypt were built. Yeah. If you look at the longitude and the latitude to find the location of said pyramid, those numbers are the mathematical equation of the speed of light.
Correct.
Do you understand what I'm saying? This is crazy.
They're also
they knew this back in the day, bro. That's nothing crazy about it. There's civilizations like Atlantis.
But how did
they had more advanced technology than ours. Yeah. Quite frankly, their technology had more to do with spiritual, like telekinesis and telepathy. That's how their technology works.
From what
we rely on machines, so that makes us weaker.
From what we understand, it was fallen angels that give them knowledge to do these things. That's what the Bible says.
I mean, that's what it says.
So basically, beings from another world came to give us understanding that we didn't have.
And that's a bad thing?
No, it's not a bad thing. I'm just saying that's the story from old times. But again...
none of that can stand up in the court of law. No proof that's in the Bible, the Quran, the Torah, the Talmud would stand up to any evidence that would be in,
I think it's
taken in a court of law.
I believe it's already in the books.
Give me an example.
Well, in the Bible, it always speak about chariots, and it's always speaking about horses of fire and flame, and they're in these metallic chariots. If I was born in the past and I never seen a UFO, I would call it a chariot of fire. If I've never seen a jet or a bomb, etc., I'm going to call it a great ball of fire. I don't know what a nuclear warhead looks like. If they're seeing prophecies or if they're seeing UFOs coming out the sky, they can only reference what's available to them.
Right.
Even now, when we see a saucer, we call it just that. It's not actually a flying saucer.
Yeah.
We're just used to saucers. So when they called it a horse full of fire, I believe they were seeing things that we're already seeing.
I mean, all you could tell me is time travel exists, and they were traveling back in time then, just like they were traveling. There you go. So I could just as easily say that was time travelers, just as easily.
Wow, which time travel is real, bro? This is big. This girl I've been trying to crack.
Well, time is real.
Byron Trump proves it's real.